Well, a new report is highlighting the plans being made by Canadians who are looking to get into the real estate market for the first time.
Yeah, these numbers coming out from Royal LePage this morning saying 13% of adults are working toward buying their first residential property within the next 2 years. 53% say they intend to put at least 20% down on their purchase. To talk more about the report, we're joined live right now by Royal LePage's president and CEO, Phil Soper. Phil, always good to talk real estate with you right now. Sort of before we get into your report, though, I want to just talk about the state of affairs right now. We've had a couple of reports from ResCon this week and from another build this week as well about just the state of housing, in Canada. Incredibly low sales, calling for government intervention. Otherwise, there's going to be a real downturn in the market. So the mood right now about the market, how do you see it and describe it? Because what we've heard this week has been kind of dark.
Yeah.
Right. That's specifically focused on new builds.
Yeah.
If you look at the overall industry, and most homes in the country that are sold are what we call resale. In other words, the great big trading of homes in the country. And it's actually up 12.4% over the last 5 months. And we had the best August in 4 years. So those are national numbers. And Toronto had a really good June and July, flat in August. So overall, we're actually optimistic. First-time buyers aren't as optimistic, though. They tend they're being tentative, is what we found in this latest research.
And we did see the Bank of Canada lower its key interest rate by, 25 basis points recently. So maybe that will help. We did hear from realtors saying that, they expect the fall market to kind of make a bounce back. But when it comes to first-time buyers, it says that the property they're kind of most seeking is that single-family detached home. So where do we stand in supply of those?
Supply's good. It's one of the optimistic aspects of this particular recovery, because we've been in a prolonged, call it post-pandemic hangover, after all the excess in the real estate market for a couple of years there. We've had 3 years of very slow markets. We've started to see a pickup in sales volumes across the country late spring and through the summer. And most of these first-time home buyers are saying, I'd like to get back in the market. I'm interested in a detached home, which in a big city like the GTA is not typically the entry level for first-time home buyers. But we do have enough supply. Existing homeowners have been much more willing to shake off the uncertainty associated with the Trump tariffs and put their homes up for sale. But those first-time home buyers have been more reluctant.
Yeah, and I truly feel for first-time home buyers right now. I feel very fortunate that I got into the market when I did, because, now you're looking at, even on $1 million home, you want to put 20% down. You're looking at somehow scrimping together $200,000, not an easy feat for anybody. And it was interesting in your numbers, Phil, how, family and friends are going to be helping about half the people, but, 51% in your numbers say they don't have that help. That's a huge obstacle for so many.
It is. Now, interestingly, though, the home ownership rate isn't changing. We're sitting, even in our most expensive city, which is Vancouver, it's still at 62%. Overall, about 2/3 of Canadians own their homes. So people are finding their way into homes. I do feel for those who don't have help from friends or family, because the number that are getting help, family help, is increasing over time. It's been a steady rise through the millennial generation.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting results from this survey. We'll have to leave it there. Phil Soper, President and CEO of Royal LePage. Thanks for joining us, Phil. Have a great day.
Thanks, Phil.
Always a pleasure.